Welcome back to what I'm hoping will be a long-running series that is me reading the Ultimate Fantastic Four comics. Now here we have issue 2 with a very stretchy-necked Reed Richards. So we started the Baxter building 5 years ago. And there's Mr. Molman, Professor Molkovic, Mollyman, Molson, giving a spiel to them about how they're wasting their opportunity. They're given their unlimited resources and a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and they've got nothing to show for it. He's like, this ain't summer camp. We ain't riding canoes. We ain't going fishing. We're here to work. We're getting paid to work. One of your homeboys has been kicked out because he did jack shit. Now all you got to bring it up to scratch. Especially be as good as Victor Van Dam, who's very blatantly going to become Doctor Doom. And you see Doom there, and he's like, nigga, why are you calling me out? I mean, I know I'm smarter than all of them, but, like, they don't need to know that. Jeez, man. So we go back to Molman, and he's like, I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh, please, Doctor, we're just kids. Cut us a break. We want to go hang out at the mall. So leave. Fuck off. We could have picked any millions of children, but you were picked. So come on. Pull your weight, motherfuckers. He's like, you aren't even the same species as them. Those normal kids, they have nothing on you. Their families are counting on you. Your country is counting on you. Get your shit together. Stop reading those tabloid magazines and actually do something with your life, for fuck's sake. So then my boy Molman, he storms off, and they're all like, fuck, that dude's creepy, all this bullshit, talking shit about the teacher. And Victor's all like, hey, he's a fucking genius. And he calls them idiots. Storms off himself. And everyone else is like, holy shit, Victor actually talked to us. Cut to Reed staring into the end zone, looking at some more Ditko-esque art. And Sue creeps up on him, and she's like, do you see anything? It's like, you're here all the time. Is there anything different? And he's like, not really? And then Reed's all like, it's literally always the same. Nothing's ever going to change. She's like, don't worry, man. You'll get it. And it's like, oh, but what if I don't? And your dad will be pissed. And she's like, my dad loves you. So Reed's all scared that he's going to get kicked out too because he's not pulling his weight. She's like, are you stupid? You literally reinvented the data processor we're using. He cuts her off and he's like, but that's just shit I'm trying to do to make this work. I'm doing that to do that shit. I did that to do this. And she's all like, literally only you could revolutionize technology and see that as a side project. Don't worry, man. You got this. Then you see a panel of him very blatantly staring at her titties. She stares away, stares back, notices him staring. And he's like, I did nothing. I wasn't staring at your titties, with a big old smile on his face. And so now Red's up on the roof calling his mum. And what is like, this is very blatantly just taken from someone's actual conversation with their mum. You got the, no, I'm okay. I'm okay. I miss you too. And then down here you got the, I know. But Reed's fucking cool. He used all those big government bucks to buy his dad a motorcycle. Like, sure, he was fucking his house up in the last issue. But I mean, if my son brought me a motorbike, I'd probably be pretty cool with him having taken apart a blender. But nah, Reed's dad's a complete cunthole. And he didn't like the colour. Even though it's like specially custom designed for him, he didn't like the colour. What a douche. So then Reed's asked, are you coming to visit? I've got something cool to show you. But nah, they ain't coming. They ain't coming. So now Reed's walking down his hallway, looking at some notes. Goes in his room and he sees Victor correcting his work. And he's like, what are you doing? Victor's all like, you're doing it wrong. Because, I mean, as smart as Reed is, he's no Dr. Doom. So Reed's getting all pissy about Victor touching up his notes. And he's like, you attempted to calculate all this shit as if they still had gravity. Like, you don't know how the gravity equation, this bullshit. But if you remember back in the last issue, the shit he sent over, it was floating. So Victor's right. Gravity doesn't quite work the same over there. But still, Reed's like, he's mine. You can't come in here. And he's like, look at mine, bro. I'll show you mine. But nah, Reed's not having any of it. He's like, get out of my room, you damn dirty apes. So So Victor leaves. Reed looks a bit pissy, and he flips to his notes and he's like, fuck, he was right. Because he is. He's Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom doesn't do being wrong. So now we're in the cafeteria, and some pretty crazy shit happens. I don't know if you guys are about to see this, but like, in the first panel, you got Reed on the one side of the pool, Victor there sitting alone, and you got Saxon and whoever his buddies are having a conversation. Somehow, Reed walks past them to go to the table that's between him and the people. I don't know. Fuck, logic doesn't work good in comic books, so, screw it. So anyway, after Reed just literally tears a hole in the fabric of reality, he rocks up to Victor, who's eating his spaghetti, and he's like, yeah, look, we've been here 4 years, you've been here the same time, you've literally said like 5 words to me, none of them all that nice. Victor being the badass, he was just like, I concur. Sick burn, mate. Sick burn. So they're having a little powwow. He's like, look, you were actually right. I need your help with this. And Victor's like, help each other? Reed's like, if you can be nice. Doom can't. He's Doom. He's got Doom in his name. Doom's many things. He's powerful. He's smart. He's a badass. He's a ladies' man. But Doom ain't nice. Doom don't do nice. So then Reed is like, look, you were right. I'm an idiot. I forgot to remember that the shit was floating. He attributes it to not recalibrating molecule density, but really, the shit was floating in mid-air. It's not that hard to be like, gravity probably works different. So we zoom out, and there's Molly McMoleyson, and someone's like, hey, Arthur, mate, Arthur. So he looks up, it's Dr. Storm. He's like, hey, mate, come with me if you want to live. So Molly and Moleyson's brought into a room. And Sue's like, our boys from the government here, General Ross. And he's all like, hey, Dr. Molkovic, I've read what you're doing. And according to your contract, this ain't your shit, mate. You're working for us. Anything you do, we're doing. And what you're doing, not only don't we like it, we specifically told you not to do this shit. Come on, Molly. Not only are those experiments immoral, we don't want nothing to do with it. None of that shit in this building, not without dollar. But Molly, being a scientist, is like, bitch, I'm creating life. General Ross, being the hard man he is, like, bullshit, mate. You're creating something that looks like a man, but it's a goddamn abomination. It serves no military or sociological purpose. You're a criminal. You're lucky we don't throw you in fucking jail, mate. Molly's all, it's not your decision. It's like, actually, mate, it is. Because, like I said earlier, anything you're doing, we're doing. Your work's our work. So you're fired, mate. And, severance package ain't that good. So you can get the fuck out of here. Because you signed a confidentiality agreement. Anything you do here, it's ours. I can't talk to no one in this building. So, you need me to help one of these men to help you escort you out? And he's all, Dr. Storm, help me. But Dr. Storm, being the hard ass that he is too, was like, it's goddamn immoral. We warned you. Get the fuck out of here. And as he leave, Molly McMoleyson's like, hey, they told me this was happening. Storm's all, who's they? Does your whip round finger point? No answer. Walks out and leave. Everyone looks thoroughly fucking confused. But Storm seems to know what's up. And he ain't happy about it. Cut to the present. They're all setting up for the big experiment. They're finally going to the end zone. So now Sue and Reed and Victor, they're all getting all technical. But then boom, main man Johnny Storm rocks in and he's like, hey Reed, can I have a word with you outside for a second? Sue's all, what the fuck you doing here? And he's like, I just need to have a word with old Reed. Just a little talky talk. So outside they go. Johnny wraps his arm around Reed and he's like, hey, are you trying to fuck my sister? He's like, what do you mean? What do you mean, mate? And he's like, hey, it's all good. I know you want to fuck my sister. He's like, I don't want to. He's like, no, mate. You want to fuck my sister. I'm just saying, you should tell her. She'd respect it if you went up and you're like, hey, let's fuck. And he gives him a cheeky little wink. And off panel, someone's all get out of town. Wonder who that could be. And it's revealed that it's none other than Benjamin Mother-Lovin' Grimm. And he's all like, yo, what up, my boy? Big old bro hug. And Reed's all, hey, so this is my best friend, Ben. And he's like, I was his only friend. Sue apparently heard a lot about him. And was like, oh, it's nice to meet you. This is my little brother, Johnny. Johnny's all, yo, yo, yo. Then Reed's like, I'll introduce you to Victor, but it's beneath Victor to talk to you. Ben turns around and is like, this looks like that thing you were building in your garage. Only huge and, like, scary. And so it turns out that Ben's riding across the country on his motorbike, because, of course, Ben Grimm's got a goddamn motorbike. And he was in town and was like, I got to see what's going on. Gives his buddy an old noogie, and he's like, hey, man, you made it. You fucking made it. So now it's time. They put the apple down. It's all nice and shiny. Someone definitely shined this apple. They got some grease on there and everything. This is a shiny motherfucking apple. I suppose it makes sense. If you're going to send an apple over to another universe, better make it shiny. So we're all standing around, and then we get the countdown. T-minus 8 seconds. 6. 5. Because apparently 7 seconds doesn't exist. 4. 3, 2, 1. And the final page of this comic's fucking beautiful. It's all white, apart from these first 2 panels. Which is interesting, because white's usually innocent, everything's all good. But shit's hit the fan here. You can see by Reed and Sue's faces, this wasn't at all how things were supposed to go down. So that was issue number 2. Ooh, something bad's gone down. Obviously, we know this is how they get their powers. It's different than the usual space as the usual origin, going up in a rocket and getting all kinds of cosmic rays. But the whole point of the ultimate reboot was to kind of more modernize it, make it a bit more realistic. And a big interdimensional device. It's about as comic booky as it comes, while still being somewhat realistic. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Hit the like. If you haven't already, subscribe. See you next time. Peace.